Hi, this is my Psychology YouTube channel. I'm teaching on how the teacher minds works by Alan Chan. And your teacher, lesson one, no daycare parenting mind manipulation. Yes, parenting educator only. Because your own kids are actually smarter than you think. They're not that dumb as some adults are. Our parents are with their own really weird jobs that's not like working very well. Um, the parenting mind manipulation that is bad in such as daycare is such as the cell phone glossy video games that I've seen what my friend sometimes does to them is not a healthy idea because it's manipulation down them being pretty dumb and they being a bit more careless and stuff like those and they getting more blanked out and stuff like those and why they don't know that children are smarter than you think, like some kind of Chinese math teacher usually teach kids at an early age on how to do math properly, at least counting 1 to 10 or teach ABCs or something like those. Because simply kids are smarter than you think when they're about 2 or 3 years old, not like up to kindergarten start, maybe start learning a bit later or sooner. Because kindergarten is pretty late age of learning, or they should learn something a bit better than that, or like learning something in sentence, a few sentences at least, or at the end of kindergarten or something. But daycare, in the 2 or 3 years, they should learn 1 to 10 or ABC already because they're not that dumb. Okay? And stop overriding your own kids dangerously, like making the kids all hyped up and stuff like that, like from my church friend already, which I'm not sure what they do in my church already. I will not listen. You're just making the kids or the babies will not listen back. Like that's literally what they're doing to the baby also already. Like running around like a roller coaster with the baby dangerously and stuff like those, making the kids mentally all hyped out on abnormally like with themselves already. And that is just not only too dangerous, also mind manipulating the baby as well, such as the wheel doctor. All wheel doctors should already know this already, that this is mind manipulation the kids. How hyping up the baby is all wrong. It make them have learning disorder and listening disorder and stuff like those. And you should be at least smart enough to safely rocking around your own baby gently only to make them baby happier or sleeping resting better to make the brain go more functional and learningable and stuff like those, such as shake around your baby on your lap, parent's lap or a stranger's lap, the leg lap. I mean, yeah, and resting peacefully, or happily or something. That's what the baby should do, and instead of depression or over surprising or overriding, hyped up ride with the running around the baby or something. And meanwhile, you could be making your own sweet mouth sound to at least calm down your own baby. Sweet mouth sound as the sweet smirking gently sound, not like the mean sound, smirking sound, but such a smirking another sound is maybe blowing the baby's mouth. I mean, blowing the baby's face a little bit with your mouth, a little bit, like gently, like to make the baby have fun a little bit, like a game. Uh, or something like those. Those are like what the older techniques of parenting used to do. No, at least normally, instead of our normal parenting at this stage already, which I'm not sure what the idea what they're doing. Like over roller coasting, hype up the baby already. And your teacher lesson two is, do you think your mass production overpopulation will make enough resources than you have taken it from before? Its chances is no, because unless you're working for the communist country or some sort, like at least know how to make those engineering stuff from the military or something already like that. Outdated you guys actually are. It already makes me I can't do this any longer. Do you simply even know building your own real architectural work is much more easier than taking your own real mech engineering school? For the chances is yes. Okay. Do you simply even know, yeah, own architectural Paris Tower, Leaning Tower of Plaza, the narrow tower that's broken, or your own flying wing architectural shapes would be much more easier to build than your self moving. This those architectural is much more easier than your real engineering stuff, such as where before electricity was born or something. It was such as your House of Common bell rhythm with playing with weights only instead of playing with electricity back then and like spinning weights. And there is such thing as the self-moving watch and stuff like those, like spinning weights as well and algorithm and stuff like those. And your own automatically like at least self-refilling rifle guns. Those are something really hard on like refilling the bullets as you constantly shooting or something. Like those real mech engineering are much more harder than architectural bridge building already. Like such as triangle is the strongest shape because have the least angle and the least faces or something like those on like the shapes of structures and stuff like those. And I purposely put the autonomy folding paper such as kind of nesting architectural to nest out your own 3D shape at least instead of engineering at least that almost automatically seems like moving by itself before electricity was there. And well, electricity is something else. I'm talking about how the teaching works. That's more harder stuff instead of like computer coding, like dragging and like the most basic interface instead of coding anything for kids already. That claiming that they build an actual game when it is not a game setting even looks like yet. Mechanically. And do you know that building your own 100% computer virtual world mind processor will be much more harder to make than your own regular engineering scientist? Such as, it's just even more harder than mech engineering, okay? Just to build some kind of like looks like mind reading Wi-Fi or like some kind of electric beam shooting through CD disk or some kind of like memory disk or even like cable stuff that's shooting lightning beams or something like that that have memories to it as something called the computer virtual world mind processor or something like those. Like seems like mind reading. Though even Wi-Fi sound signal and stuff like those. Got a whole different story that even much more harder than the engineering, which this thing is whole different story of production inside your world map already. And such as architectural builder is easier than motor builder. After robot builder is easier than motor builder, but the hardest one should be robot builders that have some kind of AI mind or something like those. Those are whole different stories. No, I'm not calling people coding normally. I meant the computer processor or something. It's a whole different story. That's what I mean. It's a whole different story, okay? It's just a whole different story. And the teacher lesson 3, real physics, that I've seen some simple math, at least around my level, which I couldn't really figure out fully all of it yet. Well, for example, your math, physics, stuff in North American only, is not including Japan or South Korea or the communist country or German country even. Um, like your physics math is totally all wrong. You shouldn't learn physics math at first place. It's a whole different, totally wrong direction. That you don't really see mathematically, real scientifically how it works. Well, for example, one of the easy one is the ratio comparison. It's just division that easily that I can figure out by myself in around grade 10 university, high school math. You should know this scientifically. Division means comparison with ratio, such as two apples divided by one lemon. It means I have two apples more than a lemon. There's something like those. There's some kind of comparison, like who sold more stuff. Like I sold two apple more than one lemon or something like those. Those are just simple scientifically, mathematically, that I don't think so. I know physics mathematically that's a real one, but I confirm it's pretty much you guys are faking. Like your thing is faking it too much. That from my old Russian teacher that have the real physics grade 6 textbook, that I don't think so anyone can learn this really good at all. Well, so far division is just comparison. It does not does any physics usually. It is learning basic counting function only on object oriented or something like those. It does not really does anything really good. Okay, I code once on timing pixels on each other and divide each other pixels equals to contract on graphical pixels mathematically. But I meant more physical stuff. I have something a whole different story. Like you times the pixel, it means you make it more like intense graphic pixels and divided by it means take away the intense all of a sudden it means you're losing pixels. It means you contract the pixel, which makes your graphic looks more cartoony, faking it. Cartoony, fake-ish looks like a bit more. So far, I know basic math scientifically how it works, but there's something even more harder on scientifically more than comparison ratio math is the 10th digits each tally rally chart or something. That pattern that does something else while the 10th digit, like counting by 10th every single time, such as the 1 digit, the 10th digit, 100th digit, or 10th digit, or 100th digit, or 1000th digit, or something different, or or 10,000 digits, something like those. Like those things are the real scientist pattern that I can't figure out, but I think my friend can figure out. Like, why is it everything counted by 10, not just counting by infinite of single number? It's something I simply can't figure out scientifically, or and physics, mathematically, scientifically are even harder than mathematically, scientifically already. But your own real physics mathematically will be much more harder than your own real mathematically that would do something else instead. Something like clearly your physics is not real in North American, okay? Makes me don't know what the heck some people are doing in real jobs. Or not real jobs even, I mean only like two weird jobs even. And this is the end. This is the Teacher's Mind by Alan Chan, and thank you.